We picked up our second win of the season yesterday, but 2 in 7 really isn't enough for us to find ourselves driving up the table. If we can get some good results today, we might be able to get ourselves into the top half. That's the aim by the end of the season. I would love a top half finish in Season 2. We'll start with Southampton. We'll sim that one. Then Spurs, Man United and Leicester will take us into the month of November, where we'll obviously play all 3 games of those tomorrow. Thankfully, there's no midweek games this month. It's just one at the weekend. They've just lost 4-0 to Spurs, Southampton, so I'm not sure what sort of morale they'll be in right now. Adama Traore gives us a 1-0 lead, but goal, injury. And then another goal. Goal, injury, all within 2 minutes of each other. But we do lead 3-1 now, thanks to Adama Traore picking up a second. Hopefully, Phillips isn't going to be out for too long. Augustin with a second as well. It's going to be a dominating victory against Southampton. Very pleased with that, because we're probably going to need those points, because I don't think we're going to get any against Manchester United and Tottenham, are we? Player injured 6 weeks for Calvin Phillips. Hoi. So frustrating. But there's not really much I can do about that other than play every single game, but then it would take forever to get through any given season. Looking for just the cream of the crop here, and so far the crop's not very good this season. We'll continue to train. We're training the young goalkeepers. Can't train any of those ones because Calvin Phillips is injured. Great. So we'll have to continue to train Jack Clark, Malacia and Ben White, and then maybe I'll rotate those other training modules slightly during this period. Right, so let's bring Jamie Shackleton into the starting lineup, and we'll move Nangolan across because he's much better at defending. So Nangolan can play in the defensive role, and Shackleton can push on forward past him. Phillips will have to come out here, and Forshaw will go in. That was a good result for us against Southampton. We very much needed that as well. 3 wins from 8 now. Tottenham, then Manchester United, both of which are at home before Leicester away as we push through the season. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any more of this second season. We're hopefully going to be making a couple of signings in January with regards a permanent and a pre-contract. But between now and then, we need to pick up as many points as possible to ensure we don't get drawn into another relegation battle. That is still the first main aim, and then we can look towards the top half after that. Scouts are starting to finish their reports from other top leagues around Europe with regards to players that would be available on a pre-contract for next season. So we're going to have a good database to pick from, a good selection. But we'll start now with the first played game of the episode, at home against Tottenham. Right, Tottenham's 11, a 4-2-3-1 for them. Lloris, Stefan de Vrij at right back, Foyth, Vertonghen and Ben Davies. Harry Winks alongside Moussa Sissoko. Lucas, Eriksson and Son behind Harry Kane as ever as the front 3. Dele Alli only on the bench on this occasion. To have Moussa Dembele on the bench too, the striker. Wait and see what Tottenham are all about today. Get that through there. Oh, brilliant ball for Adama. I need to find the right pass though, and no one's really providing themselves that option. Tyler Roberts had a shot. Angle was the only really thing I could do there in that situation. If I took a touch, it'd either be too heavy or put me in an even worse position. So I took the early shot. Oh, it's poor from Harry Kane. Really poor from Harry Kane. Terrible pass. There's been some calls for Jamie Shackleton to start more regularly, and if he performs well here, then perhaps that is something that we consider. He's certainly going to be playing every week for the next month or so, with Calvin Phillips out for a prolonged period of time. Malacia does well there against Lucas Moura. Thankfully, we've got a bit more pace with Malacia than we did Danny Rose last season, so we should be able to deal with fast players like Lucas Moura slightly better at wing-back. Obviously, on the right-hand side, Fredericks is very fast anyway. That's a lovely ball by Winks over the top to Stefan de Vrij, pushing himself forward. Oh, Kane with a great header. That always runs through the lino. That's annoying. It's a very good header. Brilliant ball over the top. I'll be honest, I expected de Vrij to take a touch. The fact he's done that early meant that Nkulu couldn't close Harry Kane down quickly enough. And Kane's header is absolutely brilliant, to be fair. Look at the way he's aimed that. That's a superb header. Take nothing away from that. That's a top quality goal. We're 1-0 down. Fredericks with a throw. Short there to Adama. Roberts. Shackleton just trying to hold on to the ball, but he's not got the strength to do so. And now here's Heung-min Son in behind. Harry Kane to Son again. Just going to make sure Son doesn't get right in behind us. At least I'm trying to, but he's still able. Oh my God, the 1-2s just keep coming. Eriksen, nice tackle by Nkulu. Still Eriksen able to get the ball back out to Heung-min Son. Oh, I read that turn, but couldn't turn quickly enough. Kane trying to set himself up for the spectacular. That was very greedy. But Spurs certainly the better team in the opening half an hour, deserving their 1-0 lead so far. Up there to De Vrij. Oh, that's nicely done. Really well done, actually, by Jared Bowen. In there to Augustin. And we've got Shackleton pushing forward here. And space for Adama. Been in great goal-scoring form recently, and his pace is really coming in handy. But his finishing needs improving. It's not too dissimilar from the scenario that saw him score in the last episode, but unfortunately on this occasion, he hasn't been able to get it into the back of the net. Oh, man. That's a gilt-edged opportunity that we really have to take if we're to get results from games like these. Son cuts that back there nicely to Eriksen. Oh, he's still going, Christian Eriksen. We get a foot in there against Sissoko, and that was absolutely vital. Otherwise, we were going 2-0 down. Terrible pass looking for Tyler Roberts there. Why he tried to squeeze it through the gap like that, I'm not entirely too sure. Here's Harry Kane. Thankfully, he's not going to be in the middle to score any headed goals, but he could set a teammate up. And Moussa Sissoko is quite tall, but thankfully Nkulu is there to get rid of it. Still, they press for an extra bit of daylight, Tottenham. Decent delivery, but Gazzaniga grasps that well. We'll hold on to this. That will be 1-0 at half-time and give us the opportunity to, hopefully, get back in it in the second half. Kane spreads it out wide there to Son. Trying to force him backwards, which we've done well. What's a nice ball to Moussa Sissoko. I'm ready for that turn back. Get to that, please. I kind of ran a weird arc there. And that's going to fall to Lucas. Good save by Gazzaniga. Win this header, please. We'll keep it in, maybe. Oh, they're going to keep it in at the very least. De Vrij. Harry Winks. Where's he going to go? Across there to Eriksen. 5-star weak foot on him. Kane's going for the spectacular again. And this time it comes off on his left-hand side. A brace for Harry. 2 for Tottenham. And we might be going towards another defeat here. Eriksen, nice turn. And that dink just sent the defender the wrong way. You expect Harry Kane to turn on to his right. I don't think any of you would have, including myself, expected Harry Kane to do that. 2-0. Fredericks pushing forward, and Adama will go again, and we'll play him in behind. Now, can we find a teammate in the middle? There are a couple to aim for. Tyler Roberts is arriving here. Tyler Roberts! Oh! Thumping volley! It's always Tyler against Tottenham, isn't it? Scored 2 against them towards the end of last season. Unfortunately, we still lost that in the last minute by 3-2. But that is a brilliant, crashing volley into the roof of the net. We're back in the game with half an hour to go. Come on, boys. Fredericks through to Shackleton, driving forward. That's a good run. Adama gets himself back on side. We'll look for Jamie Shackleton. Jamie! Oh, it's well saved by the keeper. And I can't quite get to it with follow-up player. Really good opportunity. Jamie Shackleton pushing forward really nicely there. Shackleton into Milner. They brought Dele Alli on now. They're making some changes of their own to try and perhaps get themselves a late goal. But we're going to try and do that ourselves. And can I find Augustinson maybe? Here's Adama arriving. Adama on his left foot. Vertonghen in the way. That was on target from Adama Traore. May only have a 2-star weak foot. But that was a decent opportunity. Get to that. Jamie! Oh, you could not have scuffed that more. That was your moment, Jamie Shackleton. Fire that into the top corner and you're a hero. And I start you every single week. 2.5 minutes left. We need to get the ball off them and get down the other end of the field. We've fought back brilliantly in this second half, but haven't quite been able to... Oh, what an interception from Ben White to stop Harry Kane getting a hat-trick. De Vrij is going off now. They're making a change at right back. Not sure who's come on in his place. Kane with a header. It's Kyle Walker-Peters. Oh, right. We're in stoppage time. We're very needed. We are in stoppage time. 2 minutes added on. Get it forward quickly. Adama, come to feet. Spin him. Oh, Ben Davies with a great interception. And that interception will solidify their position and win them the game for sure. Adama's chance in the first half is the one opportunity that we're going to root from that game. We fought back valiantly in the second half, but it wasn't quite enough. And if we'd just been able to take that opportunity in the first, we might have gotten a point from that game. Harry Kane's rather spectacular second, and to be fair, very impressive first. Win all 3 points for Tottenham. I don't know. We know where it went wrong. It didn't necessarily go wrong. They were just better than us, really. We could and should do better. Unacceptable performance. Spurs deserved the win. We can and should do better. We certainly should have done better with that Adama chance. So perhaps that's the reasoning behind why we can give that answer. And Harry Kane is just a really good player. There were 2 very good goals from one of the best strikers in the Premier League. Unfortunately, things don't get any easier because next we have Manchester United. Huzzah. With the opportunity of a press conference before the Manchester United game to perhaps improve the morale slightly, if the questions are right. Milner's in good form. Will we see more of him today? Probably not. Not unless we need him off the bench again. I'm still going to stick with Nangolan and Jamie Shackleton. How are you prepared for the game against Manchester United? It's like any other match. Performance must be better. We're ready. I mean, if we perform the same way as we did against Tottenham, we stand a chance of getting something. We stood a chance of getting something against them. So I'll say we're ready, to be fair. And then your recent form suggests you'll be able to stay clear at the bottom of the table. I certainly hope so. I hope this whole squad can help us. Definitely. We're going to need a whole squad because, as we've seen with injuries to Danny Rose and to Calvin Phillips for a few weeks at a time in the opening couple of months of the season, we're going to need the squad to have the numbers to fill in whenever they're needed. I'm tempted, sorely tempted to give Ryan Kent a start here. No, I'm going to keep that pace off to come off the bench. Let's crack on. Manchester United at home now. Right, the team for the rivals. It's Manchester United. It's David De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka, Marquinhos, Romagnoli and Diogo Dalot. Julian Weigl and Dennis Zakaria in midfield. Zaracho, Olmo and Alexis Sanchez with Mason Greenwood up top. That is a very odd-looking, unfamiliar-looking Manchester United 11. They've obviously seen what's happened to United in real life and decided we need to make changes to this team to be successful. Last year, I think they only finished 6th or so in the table, so they certainly needed to... Come on, mate. They certainly needed to make those changes moving into this year. Wait and see how good Mason Greenwood is. Actually, I wonder if I can see how... He might not be quite high enough rated for it to show me here. Oh, he's only 74 rated at the minute, Mason Greenwood, and leading the line for Manchester United. I am surprised. I would have thought they'd have had a high-rated striker than that, or that Mason Greenwood would have grown a little bit more by this point in the save. But to be as young as he is, and as low-rated as he is, and leading the line for Manchester United, must show that he certainly has some talent in there, because the manager's putting his faith in him in a game against a rival. Here is Mason Greenwood. He's low on stamina as well, actually. Really low on stamina, and he's offside there. He's only on about 75% stamina, Mason Greenwood, as we start the game. So they might have to make some changes throughout the fixture as well. I didn't glance at the bench, actually, to see who they've got to come on, should they need any substitutions. But we're all at full strength and full stamina, so hopefully we can take the game to them. Inside to Mason Greenwood. Lovely little back heel to Danny Olmo. Made the move in real life to leave Dinamo Zagreb. Wan-Bissaka's in and Kulu clears away. Very, very talented youngster, Danny Olmo. Oh, and as soon as I praise him, he scores a goal. Thought Dennis Zakaria on his right foot wasn't going to cause me much threat. He picks out a brilliant pass with that weak foot. It comes short to him here. And then really nicely done. And to be fair, that was quite close to the keeper. It wasn't right in the corner until it actually bent away towards the final stage. It's just out of reach. And the power on it throws it into the back of the net. 21 minutes in, Danny Olmo scores his first goal of the season for Manchester United. And we're 1-0 down again. These games against the higher rated teams really are quite difficult. We lost to City yesterday. Lost to Tottenham earlier today. And now we're losing to Manchester United as well. But we fought back against Tottenham. And I shall try and do the same here. Oh, lovely turn, Jared. Can you keep that going? He can. Pull it back. Ah, oh, so close. Nangolan. Oh, I can't get to that. So close to the ideal opportunity. I didn't have the angle to shoot there. So I had to go for the pass. And it very nearly paid off. Dalot's in behind as well. Win that, please. Oh, it's Zaracho at the back post. We titled yesterday's episode, Talk About Your Luck. I thought that was going to Mason Greenwood, so I was in control of Nkulu. It wasn't going to Mason Greenwood. It went to the back post. He's hit the post, and it's fallen straight back to him. How lucky are you? 2-0 United. Shackleton. Knock that back there to Nangolan. There is room on that far side for Malacia. And Ryan Kent's in behind if we can find him. We have managed to avoid Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. And I'm going to try and dart inside. Now come on. Oh, it's Jared. I don't know why I said Ryan Kent. Shackleton! Adama! Onside maybe? Yes! Adama does finish on this occasion. Kind of wanted Jamie Shackleton to score there. Great position taken up by him. And I think it was on target. But it was a good block by the defender. And well, I mean, I would have said he couldn't really miss the target with a chance against Tottenham. He certainly couldn't miss the target there. We're back in the game again. And we have longer this time to get ourselves that equaliser. We had only 30 minutes in the last one. Now we've almost an hour. Oh, lovely ball lofted into the gap between midfield and defence by into the feet of Danny Olmo. Nangolan's working hard in that defensive role. Been very impressed with him actually since we moved him into that role. I think he and Jamie Shackleton are creating quite a good partnership here. And Jamie loves to get forward, and I am enjoying that too. Let's get that down the line there to Adama, and Shackleton's there again. I didn't ask for a flare pass, but we got one, and he's going to find Adama. Traore again, who's going to drive inside, and I'm going to lift it and knock this back if we can to Augustin. Corner, Wan-Bissaka clears. It's a decent one. Ah, no, it's not actually. Adama. Oh, why does it have to be Ben White that's there? Malacia. Adama again. Early shot. Comfortably held by a Spanish compatriot. It's going to be 2-1 United at half-time. Zakaria. Olmo. Oh, nearly able to get it off him. I'm going to draw the defender out of position there. They brought on Brun Larsen. Out wide here, United. Dalot looking for Jakob Brun Larsen again. Dalot again. Oh, I thought I was just going to be able to out-muscle him there with the Dama. Larsen into the middle. Oh, fell kindly for Greenwood, but he's not able to get a meaningful shot on target. Tyler Roberts knocks that down nicely. We'll go to Augustin first. Now Dama's making his moves, but we'll get it through the gap nicely to Tyler Roberts. Now keep going, Jean-Kevin. You're onside this time. Jean-Kevin Augustin has to be a penalty. Only a yellow, I'd imagine, for the defender. If anything, doesn't look like he's going to book him at all. I just held. When I saw him diving, I was going to try and change direction. I just held until I either made it past him or he made contact. He made contact. And Jean-Kevin Augustin is going to have the opportunity from the penalty spot to score us. I don't need to... Oh, no! I mistimed it! Aye, 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 indeed, Derek Ray. Oh, my God. What have I done? Nice tackle by Fredericks. He's working really hard to get the ball back off Jakob Brun Larsen, but still can't do it somehow. Got some changes waiting to be made, but time is running out now. Here's Mason Greenwood. I made them a few minutes ago in game. The ball hasn't yet gone out of play. Fredericks will just get rid of this. Zakaria's underneath it. Out to Brun Larsen again. Concede a third and it's game over. I can't believe I missed that penalty. I'm so furious at myself. Brun Larsen, we had the chance with Adama in the game against Tottenham, and now the penalty opportunity here against Man United. We could have gotten 2 points from these games. We might still get a point in this one, but I am going to have to win the ball back sooner rather than later. And United are very, very good in possession right now. Don't even consider it. Oh, it has gone in. Oh! I guess it doesn't matter that I missed the penalty now. But still, FML. Danny Olmo with his second. Gazzaniga got a big hand to it. Lovely little flick by Mason Greenwood. And he's just run off the back of Nkulu. He didn't know he was there. Oh, he so nearly kept that out, Gazzaniga. So nearly kept that out. Oh. God. And go forward to Jared Bowen. Into Jack Clark. Come on, Jack. Keep going, Jack. Jared Bowen is there, Jack. Oh, Julian Weigl gets a toe to it and Zaracho brings it down. Oh, we're not going to get anything from this game. But to be fair, even if I'd scored there, we're not going to get anything from the game. A 3-1 defeat at home against Manchester United. In the end, Rather thankfully for my own sake, the penalty miss doesn't matter because United still scored their third. I can't believe I missed a penalty. Perhaps I need to just stop trying to use that timed finish functionality and just take a penalty. Milner, not a priority. I'm fully responsible. I'm fully responsible. I made the decision not to bring him on. Defeat today. You must have expected to lose today. Not a lot in it for us. Such question fires us up. Yeah, such question fires us up. We want to be eventually on a par with teams like that. Our confidence is solid. I need to worry about that. If we can get a positive result against Leicester, we're dropping back down the table now. Leicester are 12th as well, and actually to be 4 points away from us, we're starting to lose a little bit of room. You still have your space in your squad, Callum, and to be fair, I did say I'd start you against Leicester, and Jean-Kevin Augustin hasn't scored yet today, so I will do that. Let's simulate all of those. Right. No, not Manchester United, we just played them. Leicester City coming up next, and I will give Callum Wilson the start. Leicester's 11. Danny Ward in goal for them. Pereira, Benkovic, Soyuncu and Chilwell. Dennis Pratt, Nimpalis Mendy and Tielemans with Gazal, Calvert-Lewin and Harry Barnes. On the bench they've Antonio Sanabria, Kalechi, Sven Bender, Jamal Lascelles as well, former Newcastle centre-back. Leicester are a really capable side. They don't necessarily have any massively high-rated players, even in real-life terms with regards their FIFA rating, but they're just a very effective team. And for that reason, I'm not going to underestimate them. Into Calvert-Lewin. Tielemans again, nicely spread out wide to Fredericks. Sorry, to Chilwell. It's Fredericks. I'm in control of trying to close him down. And done that really nicely. Shackleton quickly forward looking for Adama. And Wilson, I just can't get there. Turning. It's not a foul, ref. Jamie Shackleton couldn't outmuscle anyone, even if he tried. Calvert-Lewin. Barnes, good block by Nkulu. And away, under pressure here. No real clear-cut opportunity for either side in the opening half an hour or so. Both sides fighting hard to just keep possession away from one another. Come on, Fredericks. No, that's not going to work. Oh, we'll have the ball back though. Heaps. This is a real even game. No one's really doing anything yet. It has the feel of a game that's going to be just a simple 1-0 scoreline by the end, provided we're the ones that score that one. I don't mind that at all. It was meant for Callum Wilson, but never mind. Tyler Roberts will get to it, and Tyler Roberts is damned fast now in this save. I've got Jamie Shackleton arriving. Turns man well, looking for Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson! No! Both posts and away! Can you believe it? He's waited all this time for a chance in the first team this season. He finally has an opportunity on goal. It's nutmeg the defender. And it nutmegs... it hits both posts and goes out again. You cannot come closer to scoring a goal. Angolan. Forward to Tyler Roberts. Jamie Shackleton. Through the... picked off. Well done, Jamie. Nicely worked. Tyler Roberts. Adama's there inside now. Now he's outside again. Jamie Shackleton's made the run again. Go on, Jamie. Drop the shoulder on the defender. I could shoot. I won't. I'll give it to Callum Wilson. And this time he scores! Callum Wilson! Back in the starting lineup. Back on the score sheet. We'll play him in the next episode as well then. I think I'm just going to play a striker until they go on a bit of a goal drought and then rotate. Because Augustin... I just haven't clicked with any striker in this save so far, have I? It's been Tyler Roberts or Jared Bowen that have been scoring the goals for me. And Adama Traore has been stepping up to the plate this season as well. So pleased to get a goal with a striker and also pleased to be 1-0 up. It's out. Nicely intercepted by Bowen. Sat down nicely. And around the corner well. Adama, don't overrun it, Ches. Because you're too fast for your own good with Adama Traore. The amount of times I do that, I try and turn and run and end up getting closer to the defender than I thought I would do because he's too damn quick. Tielemans trying to play the 1-2. Fredericks does well though. He's certainly quick enough in that scenario. Jamie Shackleton is making a real name for himself in today's episode. You guys called for him to start, and it appears so far that that was a good call. It took the injury to Calvin Davis to get him that start, but certainly he's taking the chance by the scruff of the neck. Callum Wilson to Tyler Roberts. Now, they have had a history of a good partnership between the two of them, but it's not quite going to be... Oh, it might be continued here. We're going to get a free kick right on the edge of the box. This really is very close. I don't have anyone that's a set-piece specialist, which is why I was kind of leaning towards James Ward-Prowse as a midfielder. And actually, I think, unless they've signed him a new contract, he might be available on a pre-contract. So we could... Oh, no! What are you taking it for me for? I was trying to figure out what I was doing. I know that... I thought in the last patch, when they said they lessened the amount of time that you had to take set pieces, or I thought it was only goal kicks, etc. I didn't realise it was all free kicks. Pretty sure the patch said it was just goal kicks. Oh, man, that's annoying. Really good opportunity there, and now Leicester could be in at the other end, and they're going to have the chance from the corner. It takes you so long to be so accurate with that reticule that you need the full time from free kicks like that. I thought about changing player, decided not to change player, so went back to try and figure out where I wanted to aim it, and it didn't give me enough time to actually aim it properly. That's really annoying. Thankfully, Leicester haven't scored from their counter-attack and subsequent corner, and we have our 1-0 lead still. Otherwise, I really would have been very, very pissed off. Tielemans, Chilwell. Oh, that was so dangerous. Gazzaniga will bowl that out there to Nangolan, who's turned well. And we'll get that to Jared. Looking forward to Tyler Roberts. There's Callum Wilson. Shackleton's made a good run. We're not going to play him in yet. Nangolan to Tyler Roberts again. There's Jared Bowen again, and around the corner again. Shackleton back through there to Tyler Roberts. This has nicely worked so far. We've been very good in possession here. Jared Bowen, Tyler Roberts. He scored some whirlies from similar distance so far in this save, but not on this occasion. 6 minutes to go. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Just a few minutes to go, and this would be a big victory for us at this stage of the season. After losing to Tottenham, after losing to Manchester United, to build on the win against Southampton. Callum Wilson still going here. I'm going to try and get back on his right. Oh, perhaps I should look for the pass. At the very least, it wasted enough time to give us the opportunity to win the game. Big victory away from home. We're not very good at winning games at Ellen Road. Obviously, today's two games were against... Leicester didn't have a single shot. Today's two games were against very difficult opposition, but we do tend to do better away from home. I'm really pleased with that 1-0 win. He managed to win a close match. We were the better team. I think the stats show that, but it could have been oh so different if a couple of their final balls or crosses had been just that little bit more accurate, given there wasn't too much to split. I trusted we'd give it our all. Callum Wilson did really well there. He could have had two. He could have had more than two. Definitely should have had two off both posts at the end of the first half. Benkovic was good. It wasn't easy to break them down, but we were able to do it and hold on to the 1-0 lead. Delighted with that. Player returns from injury. Is that Calvin Phillips? It is. I'm not sure he's going to get back in my starting lineup, you know. He might be a defensive option to go to off the bench. Or I might... I think that's the way it's going to be for Calvin Phillips now. At least for the next few games. Jamie Shackleton has played well today, and he deserves the chance to continue. And Raja Nangolan is just the better player. Please don't give me a training day injury. It has done. And Cooley's out for 1 day, thank the Lord. Manager role at Liverpool. Did not expect that. Rejected though. We're quite happy here at Leeds. I want to take them on to the higher level. Why is the team that's second in the league level on points with a team that's top of the table offering anyone, let alone me, the manager's job? Arsenal are currently 6th, Villa 7th, Everton 4th, Liverpool 2nd, City 1st. Why are these jobs available? That's ludicrous. Regardless, though, I'm flattered. Liverpool, thank you very much for the offer, but no thank you. We shall crack on with Leeds tomorrow, with Chelsea to come, And there was a game against Bournemouth in there as well, I think. Yep, Bournemouth and Norwich. Hopefully some more positive results in there. We're mid-table, I think, is the best way to phrase it. How far are we off the drop? 4 points away from the relegation zone, which is about where we sat for the majority of last season as well. And 13th is where we finished last season too. I don't want to lose too much ground on the top half. We're only 3 points behind it. It's going to be an interesting run to January. I'm still not sure what we're going to do there, but I can't wait to find out. I'll see you tomorrow.